Okay, so let me start out by saying I'm aware that the computer is slightly tilted. I have my flash drive in, and it's sort of breaking, bent. So I have to be like super careful that it doesn't break because all of my stuff is on there. And I mean like all of my writing. And if I lose anything from my book, I swear to God I will die. So, second, I know I look a hot mess. I just don't even get me started. I don't know what's going on with my hair because I have no idea. And obviously my tooth, because everyone notices. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I work it. So if you have a problem with it, you can suck it. Okay. So now to the topic of what this video is about. So, I was just on YouTube, and I was watching one of my favorite videos from my favorite girls. If you like Twilight, you'll probably know about them if you're a TwiTuber. They're called TwiCurls. TWICurls. They're two girls, and they make the funniest videos. I absolutely love their videos. They're amazeballs. And I was just rewatching 30 Theories for Breaking Dawn. This was before the book came out. So this is their theories of what was going to happen in the next book. And I've been meaning to do this video for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And since I watched it, I realized I probably should start doing the video that I was supposed to. So, this is my theories. Probably not 30, but these are my theories for the new Bloodlines book called I think it's called The Fiery Heart. I'm pretty sure it's fiery. I mean, the cover looks all flamey and stuff. So I'm going to guess that it's whatchamacallit, that it's all see if I can get some flames in this. Hold on. Oh, see? Fiery. Oh, yeah, fiery. Sorry, I'm a total dork. Okay, so my theories for The Fiery Heart. Bloodlines by Rachel Mead. Love her books. Can't wait for the movie to come out for The Vampire Academy. Alright, off topic. Alright, theory number 1. Sydney's badass. She's awesome. I love her. She's gonna kick some major ass. It's just bound to happen. Second, Adrian is going to say something super sarcastic and be charming and lovely as ever. Because that's just who he is. And that's the way he needs to stay. Okay, next. Something happens to Jill. Okay, I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like something's just gonna happen to her. I don't know what, but I feel like something's gonna happen. Maybe her and Eddie are gonna get together. Maybe she's gonna get kidnapped again. I mean, she's an important character. I mean, I know that obviously she's not the main character because that's obviously Sydney and Adrian. But she's a huge key player in the plot of the story of why that they're even there. So I feel like something's gonna happen to her that's just gonna pull everyone together and thicken the plot, and which leads me to my next theory about Jill. Her and Eddie get together. It's about time. But I think that Angela is gonna... I'm pretty sure it's Angela. No. Is it? Wow, why do I forget the character's name? Oh my god, now I'm gonna have to Google this. Okay. Eddie's ex, Angeline. Oh my god. Angela. I was saying Angela. You probably know why. Because I was just thinking of Twilight. Okay. So, Angeline is going to feel some sort of jealousy toward the situation. There's going to have a little spat. But not too bad. I don't think it's... Because honestly, I see her and Trey getting together. I feel like Trey wants to not. Just because of how he was raised, which was the same thing with Sydney. But eventually, love prevails in the end. So, okay, next theory. Hold on, give me a second. I didn't write any of this down. I did, but I lost it. Okay. Sydney and Adrian. Let me start out by saying that this theory came to me before I read the little it was a non-spoiler review of each chapter. So I had this theory even before I read that, but now it's confirmed. Sydney and Rose will have a conversation. Sorry, my friend's calling me. Hello?
Hey, I know you don't want to be the sun, but I'm not going to walk through the door because I need to visit.
Okay.
But Grandpa John is very picking up at home. He said I'll be there in a minute, like he said.
All right.
Alright. Yeah, I see him now.
Okay.
Alright.
Bye.
I'll see you. Bye.
Sorry, that was my friend Kayla. This video is going to be so long. Oh my god, I should totally just redo it. But I'm not. Okay. Rose and Sydney are gonna have this talk. Their relationship is gonna be known, at least to Rose. And from what I've read, something about Lissa is gonna come into play. She's gonna be in a scene with Adrian, I think. Because I remember reading saying, Adrian, never thought I'd say this, but for once, don't listen to the Queen. So, I feel like Lissa and Rose are gonna find out about the relationship, and they're gonna try to stop it. For some reason, I don't know, come on. You both had, epic, romances with people who... it was taboo, sort of. You weren't seen with these people. They were forbidden. And you still did it. So why are you being a hypocrite? That's all I'm saying. But, yeah, I think that's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I can't wait to see how that plays out. Okay. Next, moving on to a character now. Zoe. Sydney's sister. I feel like toward the beginning, it's gonna be really hard. And I feel like her character's gonna be a bitch. And we're not gonna really like her. Just like we really didn't... We liked Sydney at the beginning of the series when we were first introduced to her. But we weren't, because just how prejudiced she was. Because that's how they were raised. So I feel like we're not gonna be too fond of Zoe, but I feel like she loves her sister, and I feel like maybe she's gonna bond with one of the vampires, maybe Jill. I feel like Jill needs that. I mean, her and Angeline they don't click. They don't have that friendship that I want Jill to have with someone. I feel like Jill really needs that female friend. And I feel like Zoe could be that friend. I feel like eventually Zoe is going to find out about Sydney and Adrian, whether it's she slowly starts to like them and Sydney then feels like it's okay to tell her, or if she finds out by catching them together. I don't know. Maybe that won't happen until the next book. It was a cliffhanger, her showing up, and then the other guy, Neil. I feel like he's maybe gonna have a crush on Jill, or maybe Zoe, maybe one or the other. I feel like I'm not really entirely sure about his character yet. I feel like we didn't really get to see much of him. He was just kind of there. He was overly formal. I'm not sure about his character yet. We might like him, we might not. It is what it is. Sydney and Adrian. Let me just start out by saying I think they're going to do it. And if it's not in this book, it needs to be in the next one. Because eventually, it just has to happen. Because I love when Rachel Mead, I love her intimate scenes like that. I think she does it so tastefully. And that's, when you're doing a young adult novel, that can be hard in a way, because you're trying to convey the message of what's happening, but you're trying to do it in a way that's not dirty. You know what I mean? So, and as a writer myself, I know how hard that is. I mean, you just have to find the right words, and she does a beautiful job, and I can't wait to see how she writes it for Adrian and Sydney. Which leads me to my next theory, which I want to have it, and people are going to say, oh, that's so Twilight of you, but I feel like okay, stay with me. I feel like Sydney needs to get pregnant. Okay? Let me tell you why. Okay? I feel like that happening would just be the most dramatic and shocking thing for their worlds. Because in their worlds, it's taboo. It's like taboo. It's like forbidden. Like, it doesn't happen. It only happens with the keepers. For them to mate with humans or be with humans, and for them to procreate, to have Dhampirs. And I feel like it would be just a really big, like, wow factor if it happens. And I keep waiting for it to happen. And because I keep waiting for them to do it, and I keep waiting for her to find out she's preggers. Just because I want to know how that's just, it's going to cause so much drama. And I want to know how that affects both Sydney and Adrian, and how their worlds and the people in their worlds. Like, how it affects the alchemists. Which leads me in the Moreau worlds. Which also leads me to my next theory. The alchemists. I do not believe that all of them are bad. I don't. Because Sydney's not bad. And obviously a lot of them have left. I feel like the guy from the Fellowship of the Sun, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Sorry for any mistakes that I've made in this video. I have not watched it in a really long time. And I'm sorry that this video is also so very long. It's been like 15 minutes already. I'm so very sorry about that. It would have been way shorter if I had made a list out. But I didn't. I sort of just winged it. So, not all of them are bad. I feel like there's that guy and the people at the head of the organization, like the top people. which doesn't include Stanton, because I'm not entirely sure. I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows that they're being played like that. What else? Ooh. What's my next theory? Oh, maybe it's a possibility. Another wedding. I feel like maybe Jill is going to some way find a way back to her sister, to Lissa. I feel like maybe that'll happen through Lissa and Christian getting married. It's just a thought. They might save that to like the last 2 books. She might save those to the last 2 books. We all want them together, and we know we want them to be happy. Same with Rose and Dimitri. We want to know that they get married. Like, we don't have to, like, she doesn't have to write a scene about it. She doesn't have to write their actual wedding. As long as they know that it happened. Sorry, my friend. You're outside? Ah! I just hung up on her. She's outside. So, I'm going to wrap this video up by saying my last theory. We find out why... I keep hitting the reject button. We find out why Sydney's blood is so special. I think Thing is going to bite her. That Adrian is going to bite her eventually in some form or another in the show, in the series. And that's all my theories. So I gotta go.